So good evening, Queensland. They are drunk, often naked, aggressive, and party 24 hours a day with no regard for the poor people living next door. At their wits' end, these Gold Coast families have had enough.
They're rude. They're crude.
A night you won't forget.
And all in full view of neighbours. The parties go 24/7.
Oh yeah.
It's an insult to our community.
And these drunk and disorderly tenants don't care who they offend.
You're almost a prisoner in your own home.
My living area, my kitchen and everything are all facing that, so it was pretty hard not to see.
During the week, these are quiet and peaceful neighbourhoods. But on the weekends, the circus comes to town.
When you've got naked people and just absolute antisocial behaviour going on, we have to lock ourselves inside.
Large groups paying hundreds of dollars a night for waterfront homes, then trashing them. Tormenting and terrorising the neighbours, including the elderly
I can't stand it anymore.
and families.
It's our home, and it's completely spoiled.
What's even worse, there's no law stopping these holiday rentals.
This could happen in a house next to you.
What starts off as a group of men drinking by the pool quickly escalates, dancing to loud music, fighting, even urinating in the garden. They use household items as weapons and throw food at each other. It's not the first time this property near Surfers Paradise has appeared on A Current Affair, and these neighbours are fed up.
Oh, it's impossible, to have people like that next door. I can't stand it anymore.
You get scared by the noise as well, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah. Plus, I'm on my own.
89-year-old Jeanette lives next door. So scared by the noise, she locks herself inside her home.
I couldn't even leave my window open, because the noise, and they were screaming, and they were drunk.
A Current Affair was first contacted by the neighbours back in 2011. Since then, they've been dragged through court by the owner of this house. During that time, the parties seemed to die down a bit, but it seems the owners are advertising again and everyone's invited. Can you believe this is happening to you again?
No, it's like a reoccurring nightmare, and it just doesn't seem to be going away. We've been putting up with this for coming up to 4 years now.
Karen and Adam live opposite this party house.
We ended up sleeping at the other end of the house with earplugs in, just to try and minimise the noise.
I'm at my wit's end. I'm pretty cranky and stressed out.
Marilyn, her husband John, and their friend Michael are also neighbours.
They arrived around 1 o'clock on Friday. They were drinking beer barrels and pushing beer down their necks. By about 2 o'clock, they were all really drunk and swearing, and by about 2:30, they were all jumping off the roof.
This bender went for 2 days. Residents forced to bring in the police twice.
And I just thought enough is enough. So I called the police, explained the situation about my neighbour being too terrified to go outside.
In retaliation to years of neighbour complaints, the Newcastle owner of this party house has fired back, taking many in the street to court for threatening the unruly guests and accusing residents of damaging the rental house and stealing furniture.
It was all untrue. That lasted about 18 months.
Now, baby, don't stop it, stop it.
On the same weekend, just a couple of suburbs away, neighbours of this home are copping an eyeful at what appears to be a bucks party. Half-naked women serve drinks on the veranda in clear view of neighbours. The only time the group moves inside is for a strip show. The girls take their clothes off and they stay off. This partygoer also wants some of the action, stripping for a swim in the canal.
Got me in the mood again. At the party, partying.
Residents Kay, Julie and Mari are sick of the noise, the nudity and the disrespect.
Not only all the nudity, the language and everything else, we've had people on our pontoon here. We didn't come outside, we couldn't use our pool, we couldn't have our grandchildren on the beach.
Well, personally, I'd like to see short-term accommodation for holiday people banned in residential areas.
When A Current Affair first took up the campaign against the party houses, Campbell Newman took a strong stand.
It's very simple, it's very straightforward. They need to put in place the laws to allow this to be dealt with properly.
New noise laws failed to stop the partying.
We should take it beyond that and take it to basically the policing level.
Gold Coast Mayor Tom Tate has now put a proposal into the state government calling for extra police patrols for around 500 party houses.
We're happy to fund the cost, 50% of it, with the state government coming in half.
Does it make you upset that this is still going on after so many years of trying to deal with it?
Disappointing things I've seen in my long career in both local government and state government is the inactivity on this major issue.
But local MP Ray Stevens warns party houses will only be stopped through planning restrictions.
But it's very much a council jurisdiction. What we are doing as the state government are putting in place legislation and matters to assist the council in every way possible.
The wheels are turning slowly and not much is being done. Somebody has to do something.
And we've all had enough because nothing's done. Because this next weekend there could be another crowd here.
And the state government says it's meeting with the Gold Coast City Council on Friday with a view to shutting down the party houses. Coming up, fast.